Hi everybody, this is Tim Allen for the Flint Courier. We're coming to you from the Front Street in Drummond, Montana for today's Drummond Rodeo Parade. Down here and kind of give you a view of what's going on. The town is all ready to go. Fortunately, you will not have to listen to me much during the parade because Casey Weaver is going to be doing the announcing as he always does. Casey and Weaver Auctions do an amazing job of doing consignment auctions here in Granite County and I think other places as well. But if you're looking to sell something, a big piece of equipment, or looking to buy, Weaver Auctions always has a good selection of stuff, and Casey does a great job of getting that stuff sold. Remind you that our sponsors for today, Granite County Insurance, everything you need for your home and business, farm and ranch. Friday Night Pizza, Old World Style, New World Taste. Granite County Medical Center, serving Granite County since 1953. And Century 21, Thor Sichveland real estate agent, who is great at selling houses here locally, and he's also providing the C21 Sky Cam. We called it the drone cam last week. We're going to switch that to a Sky Cam. It sounds a little bit cooler. You can see, I think you might be able to see Thor's bears here in the foreground. He's got 4 or 5 of those things set up. And then down the way, if you see that long spiral up in the air right here, that's down at the brand new Valley Fire District Fire Hall. And that thing is a great piece. It's going to be a great building here on Front Street. About 7,000 square feet, about 5,000 in the bays where the trucks go. Allowing them to keep everything in one building, which will keep the trucks safer, especially during the cold winters. There's also a full kitchen and meeting room in there, and it can also be used as a shelter in case of some kind of an evacuation or the need where people are displaced. There's a full kitchen, men and women's restrooms, so it's pretty good to go there. But as you can see, people starting to line the street and getting ready. We'll go back the other way and look down here. Of course, there's the Canyon Bar. Last night, Canyon Bar and Swedes got together and held a street dance. It was a real good time. Had the Thirsty Buzzards and the Western Front Band. And they had some amazing food. I don't know who did the brisket and the smoked mac and cheese, but whoever that dude was, he knows exactly how to cook. He is something else. We're going to just look down this way because that's where the parade will start when we get going. And we're pretty close to starting time right now. We thank a lot of you guys made some great comments on our coverage of the 4th of July parade in Georgetown, that lake. That was our first time ever doing that parade, and Thor was there, and his drone had a couple of issues, so we didn't get quite as much footage as we had hoped. But he tells me that the C21 Sky Cam is 110% today, so hopefully we're going to get some really good shots, not only from the ground level of the parade, but also from the drone. And then, of course, we'll have the golden tones of Casey Weaver. I do not know how Casey talks as fast as he does. It is simply quite amazing to me, and he makes sense, and he knows what he's doing. Whatever his wife Amanda is making for him for meals does something to keep his brain in the right place, I can tell you that. But a good guy and lends his talents to a lot of things. And I've been to a couple of those auctions, and they move fast, man. And but he gets a good price for the seller. I think the buyers are getting a pretty good bargain. Not sure what's happening here. Somebody's pulling out, looks like. So again, Drummond, Montana. Of course, the rodeo, by the time you see this broadcast, the rodeo will have already happened. It's at 2 o'clock today, and I have kind of lost track, but I believe they are on their, it's like 83rd, 84th, 85th year, somewhere in there, something like that. I don't think it's 85, I think it's 83 or 84. And so we've already got the parade coming.
So we have the, yep, and then we have the opposite of the lake right there, like when you're turning.
And I don't know if Casey sees them. Casey is ready to go.
Well, folks, they're getting ready. They're coming with the kiddie parade. We'd like to welcome you all to the 2023 Drummond Rodeo Parade here. Parade's coming down. They're going to start with the kiddie parade first, and then they'll come with the big parade after that. Rodeo starts at 2 o'clock. I believe they have a good lineup over there. And when you do go to the rodeo, be careful when you cross the tracks. The trains don't stop. But I don't know if we got many trains coming through now. There ain't no bridge in Livingston or Big Timber. There is a few trains still coming. Huh? What'd you say? I can't hear you.
Okay, you know the name of the game, right? Candy in the bag. The name
For
of the
me,
game.
remember, for me, the candy is for me in the bag.
Got that? Candy in the bag. Sure.
All right, here comes the kiddie parade right here. Oh, I can see that young lady walking there with a walker.
Is that all show?
Got the little soldier right behind her. Then they're on their way to Paradise Falls. Nice kiddie float coming right behind. You bet, a little soldier in the making.
Right over here. Right. Give me some more. There you go.
There you go, getting some candy gathered up. Then you got Andy's Toys.
Hey. One over here.
How you doing today? Good. You're looking good. You got all kinds of toys.
Those ones are mine.
Oh, here, good. Shoot that drone down. All right, now here comes the big parade. Here's the Bitterroot Mountettes carrying one of the greatest flags on the earth. Old Glory. We thank you to the Bitterroot Mountettes for coming. They come each and every year to Drummond. They do a wonderful job. They'll be performing before the rodeo over there. So do get a chance to watch them. They do a wonderful job. They've been in some competitions and they've won quite a few competitions. You bet. Thank you ladies for coming. We're glad to have you here.
Watch out. You be good or I'll throw you on one of them horses.
Then we got some queens coming, and I don't know any of the queens. Miss Teen, it looks like. Missoula Stampede, great rodeo down there. And what are you? Home of Champions, that's Red Lodge, huh? Thank you for coming all the way over. We're glad to have you here. Then we have the Grand Marshal coming. Squeaky Ron Wetch is the Grand Marshal this year. He's been a member of our community for over 50 years. In that 50 years, he has dedicated, donated, and been committed to making Drummond a better place. Ron is a member of the Kiwanis and the Masonic Lodge.
Burn them tires.
He served as a school board member, coached grade school basketball, spent many years running the chains at Drummond School's football games, spearheaded bikes for kids, Operation Santa Claus, and of course, one of the organizers of our rodeo. He has done all this while raising a family and managing one of the oldest ranches in Montana, the Dingwall Ranch. Jack and Anita Wetch. Enough can't be said for the amount of time and commitment he has given to our community. Thank you and congratulations, Mr. Ron Wetch. So when you're over there,
That'd be nice.
give him a couple beers and then he'll really get to squeaking. He gets that high-pitched voice of going, laughing, does pretty good. And then we have D Motors from over here at Anaconda. They come to us each and every year.
He needs
They
a
bring us
hat.
some nice Dodge Ram pickups to look at. D Motors, thank you guys for coming. We're glad to have you again.
Hurry, come on. We got it up.
D Motors there with the Ram Dodge pickups. And then we have the A2B Ranch from out here at Hall, the A2B Ranch. Glad to have them in our community. The A2B Ranch. Then a new organization here in Drummond, Titan Meats. Mr. Jason Osler. For all your meat cutting needs, call Jason. He does a wonderful job. Give Jason a call. He will cut all your meats for you. Jason Osler with Titan Meats. And then we have Whoa Nelly Lawn Service. Trent Burton here. Whoa Nelly Lawn Service. Then we have the Flint Creek Valley Shriners. Oh, I was going to say there's only 3 of you? They're coming. The Flint Creek Valley Shriners right here. Glad to have them. They're here each and every year all the time.
I ain't mine, so I don't care. We do this every year. He comes over.
And then we have coming down just like Uncle Joe, a little bit slow.
From Avon?
The Granite County Democrats.
Star deal. He shows up here today.
They should have had the old walker from that little gal in the front.
Told his mom last year to bring bigger back.
Typical. Can't say anything about politicians.
Hey, look, there's this one off. Hurry.
Hey, Brett, right there's a green one. As slow as the Democrats are coming, you'll have plenty of time.
There you go.
Uncle Joe and family right here.
Get over here. Oh. Thank you, Sue.
How are you ladies doing? Getting hot out here. It's getting hot out here and you got a long ways to go. You better stop and get a little shot over here. Thank you, Sue. Appreciate it.
What do you say?
After the Democrats, we have the Methodist Church. The Methodist Churches of Hall and Drummond. Glad to have them here.
Get up.
Methodist Church.
Get your squeaker. Get your squeaker. Just need one. There. I guess get both of them. You got one for your brothers. Go grab it. Throw it in there. Hey, those in the bag.
Why, Sam, you're a Methodist? Glad to have the Methodist Church. Then we have the Drummond Summer Food Program.
Go, come on.
The food program. Let's go up here to the school, and I believe they give you some lunches.
Right here.
The Drummond Lunch Program. Lunch Summer Food Program. And it won't be long, and they will be back in school.
Cranking out pretty good, aren't we? You got your elbow. No, you get your ball cap. Look.
Then at number 12, we have the Quilt Guide, the Triple Creek Quilt Guide. Triple Creek Quilt Guide. For the past 2 years, the Quilt Guide, along with Century 21, has held sewing classes for the young people. This year, there were 22 students in a 2-day classes. The guide's focused to promoting sewing for young and old alike. The guide also makes comfort quilts that are given to our sheriff, ambulances, fire departments, and highway patrol to the use of their needs. The guide also makes bags for victim witness programs in our county. The quilt show is October 7th, 8th at the Drummond Community, or at the old gym. Thank you. And then we have the Drummond School of Summer Gardening. Gardening here.
Hey.
How are you guys doing?
Yeah.
All in your gardening.
I'm good.
Then we have Jeremy Mikeland for the United States Senate. For U.S. Senate. Retired tester, that's what he says. You should have been right behind the Democrats.
I wish I could have.
Don't fall off or you won't make it that far. Here's Jeremy Mikeland for the U.S. Senate right here. Montana runs on diesel. You bet it does. Boy, they're making a lot of noise. Then comes next is the Labor Day Helmville Rodeo up there in Helmville. Great time. Labor Day Rodeo. Seems like they're getting bigger and better every year. Sunday and Monday, very nice rodeo. They got the top 6 steer wrestlers, I believe, on Sunday, and the top 6 in the saddle bronc on Monday. The Helmville Labor Day Rodeo.
One over there.
And then behind that we have Wortman Fence. For all your fencing needs, call these guys at Wortman Fence. They do a wonderful job. They're locals. They're right out here at Garrison. They do a wonderful job. Wortman Fence. Thank you. By golly, he ain't gonna turn one of them down. And then we have our local post and pole yard, Fendler Post and Pole from right here in Drummond. Always a big supporter of everything that goes on in the community. Fendler Post and Pole. They're always willing to jump in and help Christian Fendler. If you need a place to unload that, if you're heavy, just go to my house. And then we have one of the best truck drivers I've heard coming down the street. AJ Concrete Pumping from right here in Drummond. They say that this lady is quite a truck driver. She can get that thing in most places guys can't get a dump truck into. AJ Concrete Pumping right here. Always got the truck all shined up looking pretty. And then we have Saddleback Realty, Alicia Hicks here. Alicia Hicks with the Saddleback Realty. Your local realty.
Hi, girl.
And then behind that we have Clearwater, Montana Properties, Clearwater Properties right here. They're based out of Phillipsburg and all over. They got all kinds of property. Shayna Buxbaum with Clearwater Realty. How you doing? Good to see you. Why didn't you get John out here to do something? Oh yeah, likely excuse. All right, then we have Weaver Auctions here in Brazen Big Sky Panels. Weaver Auctions and Big Sky Brazen Panels. You want some sturdy, tough, stout panels? Here they are. Big Sky Brazen and Weaver Auctions. Boy, that's a nice old wagon. I'm glad I bought that. Followed by Zip and his mom Amanda here on a couple of, oh, that's Zoom. Zip's in the wagon, sorry Zoom. On some nice blue roans there, the boys. And then we have Kelsey Graney here. Kesley, they spells it wrong. You see right here, it's K-L and they scratched it up and put an S, so it's not my fault. Sorry, Kesley. And I knew that too. I knew better to say that. And then we have Drummond Story Hour. Drummond Story Hour right here. The good old days. Read a lot with Drummond Story Hour. Then we have Swedes Bar right down here. Swedes Bar, Swedes Corner anymore they call it. Great place to get a cold refreshment. Swedes Bar right here. Then next we have, everybody's got their own class clown, but this guy right here is Drummond's very own Jim Oley here. The town clown, he's always wanting to make a smile on everybody's face. Mr. Jim Oley, you're doing a great job, Jim. We're glad to have you around. Then who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. It's been a long time since we've seen that outfit around. Ghostbusters here. You bet. I'll be dang. Huh. Then next, New Chicago Trucking, or Logging. New Chicago Logging right here. Always got a nice fleet of trucks, always got them looking good. You're doing a great job, CL. Hey, you missed a spot of dirt back here, just to let you know. CL Rasmussen always driving, does a good job there for New Chicago Trucking. Then next we have Mark Tagg Contracting. Mark Tagg is always out here fixing up these older trucks, does a wonderful job. He's got a fleet of them. He's got dump trucks, he's got lowboy, he's got logging trucks, you name it, in the big truck business, call Mark Tagg. He can handle anything for you there. Mark Tagg. Then next we have our Farmer Boy Eggs. Farmer Boy Eggs, a locally egg operation out here to Hall. These guys do a wonderful job. They got some of the best eggs out there. Farmer Boy Eggs there. If you haven't had any of them, definitely go get some, because they are by far better than any of them. Then we have the Drummond Volunteer Ambulance anymore. The Drummond Volunteer Ambulance there. We're glad to have them around. Hopefully we don't have to have them today, but we're always glad to have the volunteer ambulance around to help us out. Frank, how you doing? Hey, just to let you know, Frank, that siren does work. You wouldn't let your mom drive? She's not licensed to drive the ambulance. All right. Then we have if everybody was here this morning, you went down here and you got a wonderful pancake breakfast from the Valley Fire District here. Ag West Farm Credit donated $100,000. Ag West Farm Credit donated $100,000 for that new fire hall we're putting up down here. I would like to thank them. Everybody thank the Ag West Farm Credit for $100,000. And then not only on that, but last fall we lost a wonderful young man. They've raised about $15,000 to $20,000. They're going to put a flagpole up down here in his honor. Mr. Ray Freedy. He was a wonderful man. Too young to pass away. And once again, thank you to the Ag West Farm Credit for the $100,000 donation to our nice fire hall that they're building down here. And if you're willing to, if you want to donate to the Ray Freedy Flag Foundation, get a hold of one of these guys on Valley Fire. They will help you on how you want to donate. The Valley Fire District. Thank you guys. We're glad to have you. Valley Fire District, they got a fleet of these trucks anymore. Quite a few of them. Lots of them. off the street there. Hopefully we don't need them. Oh, it's not the sheriff, it's Ty. The assistant, the next sheriff in line. How many more years you gotta wait for that? All right, thank you, folks. Once again, the rodeo starts at 2 o'clock. And be careful crossing the railroad tracks, for the train does not stop. We'd hate to have to get somebody hurt on the railroad tracks. Thank you, and once again for coming to the 2023 Rodeo Parade. We're glad to see you all at the rodeo.
And that's going to do it for the 2023 Drummond Rodeo Parade. Of course, the Drummond Kiwanis PRCA Rodeo will start in about an hour and a half out at the rodeo grounds. And again, by the time you've seen this broadcast, it will have already happened, but always a great time. So put it on your calendar for next year. It's always the Sunday after the 4th of July. And so you can bank on that for next year. We thank you for tuning in. Remember, our sponsors are Granite County Medical Center, serving Granite County since 1953. Friday Night Pizza, Old World Style, New World Taste. Granite County Insurance, everything you need for your home and business, farm and ranch. And Century 21 Realty and Realtor Thor Sichveland. You've got a home to sell or one you want to buy, he is the man to contact in Granite County. And thank you to Thor for also providing our C21 Sky Cam coverage today. Great job for Thor. And hi, everybody. I don't know if I'm in that shot or not. But we're really glad to have him here, and it's a great addition to our coverage of these. So our next broadcast, we will try on the 11th to be streaming at least on Facebook and hopefully more places. The county, the Department of Revenue's tax assessment seminar that they're going to have at the Granite County Museum. And then after that, on July 29th, is the Flint Creek Valley Days Parade. So we thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being with us again. All our sponsors and all the people who come out to these parades, we really appreciate it. For the Flint Creek Courier, this is Tim Allen.